when he starts getting a little smile on his face. He knows that he's got the ball where he wants it, and then nobody can stop him.
In the paint, can't stop him there.
Agile, mobile, and starting to become hostile.
Footwork, jump shots, power.
Humble Fire presents Bangouts, the art of the dunk. What is a dunk? A dunk is the most certain shot in basketball. It is a high-percentage finish created by leaping above the rim, controlling the ball in the air, and forcefully driving it directly through the hoop with one or both hands. But the dunk is more than efficiency. It is expression. The phrase slam dunk was popularized by legendary Los Angeles Lakers announcer Chick Hearn.
Handled by Magic Johnson. Magic gives to Kareem, straddling the three-point line. They're picking the Lakers high. Pass under to Worthy, and he slam dunks to be fouled by Older.
When the ball explodes through the rim, something happens inside an arena. The crowd rises. The bench jumps. The moment freezes in memory. Because a dunk is not just a basket. It is creativity. It is artistry. It is force. The dunk is basketball's most emotional shot. It is the moment when a player takes the air from the defense and gives it to the crowd.
Three. O'Neal tries the baseline, runs out of real estate. Oh, he comes.
You've got to hit the rim.
Yeah.
You get it.
Fans do not stand because 2 points were scored. They stand because of how those 2 points were delivered. The elevation, the creativity, and the violence of the finish. Throughout basketball history, the dunk has always been the sport's ultimate spectacle. But among all the dunkers who have ever touched the rim, there was one who made the rim feel something different. Fear. Because nobody exemplified the dunk more than Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle. When Shaq dunked, the rim did not simply surrender. Sometimes, it didn't survive. The arrival of Shaq. In 1992, the NBA met something it had never truly experienced before. A center who moved like a freight train, 7 feet tall, over 300 pounds, but explosive, fast, unstoppable once he gathered the ball. When Shaq entered the league with the Orlando Magic, defenders quickly realized something terrifying. Stopping Shaq was not the real problem. Surviving the impact was. Because once Shaq caught the ball near the rim, there was no fadeaway, no hesitation, no delicate touch. There was only force, the drop step, the spin, the violent rise toward the rim. And when Shaq exploded upward, the arena already knew what was coming. The rim was about to be tested, the lineage of power. But Shaquille O'Neal did not appear from nowhere. Before him, there were giants who challenged the rim, men who introduced power to the dunk.
Where you going with it, Ride? Takes the ball in low to Shaq. Pivot comes underneath. Bullard still behind him.
Players like Wilt Chamberlain, whose strength and size made the paint feel small, and Darryl Dawkins, the legendary rim-shattering dunker known as Chocolate Thunder. Dawkins once shattered backboards so violently that the NBA had to redesign the rim itself. But when Shaquille O'Neal arrived, something new appeared, as if the game had combined the power of those giants into one unstoppable force. The strength of Wilt, the violence of Dawkins. Shaq was not just another dominant center. He was the dunking child of Wilt Chamberlain and Darryl Dawkins. If Wilt introduced power and Dawkins introduced destruction, Shaq introduced inevitability. The first warning early in his career, the league began to witness something unusual. Backboards shaking, rims bending, entire basket structures trembling under the weight of Shaq's power. His dunks were not just impressive, they were destructive. And then one night, the warning became reality. Shaq rose toward the rim, finished a violent dunk, and the entire basket collapsed. The backboard snapped forward. The rim bent. The stanchion shook. The arena gasped. The game stopped. Because suddenly the league understood something. The rim had never faced a force like this before.
Look at this. Unbelievable. There was a foul on the play too, but that's sort of incidental.
Well, the foul was on Dwayne.
The rim was not built for Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers era. When Shaq arrived in Los Angeles, the dunk became something even more terrifying. A weapon. Alongside Kobe Bryant, the Los Angeles Lakers built a dynasty. But that dynasty began in the paint. Possession after possession, Shaq punished the rim. Drop step, spin move, explosion. The backboard trembled as if thunder had struck it. Defenders knew what was coming. They tried to push him. They tried to foul him. They tried to crowd the paint. But once Shaq lifted off the floor, the moment was already decided. The dunk was inevitable. All that remained was the sound of the rim shaking against the backboard. Night after night, arena after arena, the rim endured punishment, the psychology of the Bangout. For most players, a dunk is celebration. For Shaquille O'Neal, it was something else. Because there was one part of the game that constantly haunted him: free throws, the easiest shot in basketball, 15 feet away, no defender, no contact, just the player and the rim. But for Shaq, those free throws were never free. Night after night, defenders hacked him. Crowds waited. The ball left his hands, and the rim refused him. Again, and again, and again. And somewhere inside Shaq, a strange relationship with the rim began to form. Because if the rim would not cooperate from the free throw line, then the rim would pay for it at the basket. Every drop step became punishment. Every lob became retaliation. Every dunk became a message. Why are free throws so difficult for me when they are supposed to be free? So the next time Shaq rose above the rim, the answer came with force. The rim must pay for every missed free throw, for every frustration, for every moment the rim betrayed him from the line. And when Shaq dunked, it was no longer just scoring. It was revenge. The rim as enemy. In basketball, the rim sits 10 feet above the floor. Silent, still, unmoving. Every player must answer to it. Every shot must ask for permission. Most players approach the rim with respect, but some players refuse to ask permission. Some players challenge the rim itself. For them, the rim is not a destination. It is an opponent. And few players treated the rim like an enemy more than Shaquille O'Neal. Because when Shaq rose into the air, he did not approach the rim with grace. He attacked it. The drop step, the spin, the violent rise, and then the collision. Man against metal, the rim shaking, the backboard trembling, the arena exploding. Every dunk felt like a confrontation. As if Shaq was speaking directly to the rim. You are 10 feet tall, but you are not above me. And in those moments, the rim understood something. It was no longer the ruler of the paint. Shaquille O'Neal had declared war on it. And night after night, the rim lost, closing mythology. Some dunkers float, some dunkers glide, but Shaquille O'Neal brought something different to the rim.
Jump shot.
Rondo has checked in, coming up.
Conflict. Every dunk was a declaration. The rim is 10 feet tall, but you are not above me. And with every bang out, Shaq made sure the rim understood something. This was not finesse. This was conquest. The rim does not respect kindness. It respects force. And Shaquille O'Neal delivered that force with every drop step, every explosion, every bang out. This is Bangouts.